Yo, hello people. I am driving once again. I'll try to speak in English this time. That last video was dedicated to Lithuanian fans, supporters. Okay, we are back with a short update regarding preparation. Now, after all the training is done, and the resting period already started as well, it's much more easy to be confident because now I know that everything is gonna be okay. Whenever you are training and you might get injured by accident, you can never really be 100% sure that things will go well. But now, 1 week left until the tournament. East versus West 20. Don't forget to buy the pay-per-views right now, by the way. Now, I'm gonna put the link in the description. So, yeah, it's much easier to be confident right now because everything feels good. I'm not gonna do any dangerous things anymore. So now we just rest patiently and everything should be okay. Another thing I wanted to talk about, because I was thinking about it recently, is it's about confidence. Because I'm realizing how important it is. It's really crazy. And of course, some people they like to be delusional as well, because being delusional is also sometimes helpful. Whenever you set big goals to yourself, it is likely that you will work on them and more, yeah, and it is quite likely that you will get better and better instead of doubting yourself all the time. But what I was thinking about confidence is that I'm sure it's also important in life, but if you just take, sometimes it's difficult to understand it if you think about it overall, in general. But if you take one thing like arm wrestling, for example, and it becomes much more clear how important it actually is. I can give you a few examples. Even things like exercises, the choice of exercise you like. You can see so many things on the internet these days that, and of course, you see some of the strongest guys in the world doing an exercise. You might think that it's a great exercise, but you don't really know. Maybe you do it and it doesn't feel that great. It's somehow painful and you can feel some inflammation afterwards. So in your practice, you felt like it doesn't really work so well, but you keep seeing that exercise on the internet. So if you don't have confidence in yourself, you might always look at other people too much without just trusting your own experience. I have seen it so many times. People feel like some exercises they don't work so well and they hurt, and but they keep doing them because they see somebody else doing them. So that's one example how not being confident can lead to you just repeating bullshit. Holy shit, that's dark. Just went under a bridge. Can I reset the... Yeah, let's do it like that. So, another example is, for example, if I am now getting ready for a tournament, from my experience, I know that I should be doing, should be resting, should not be stressing too much about it, should not be necessarily moving too much, you know, or even sometimes, you know, pumping the muscles all the time can also be a bit exhausting to the nervous system, for example. But you know, whenever the tournament gets closer, of course, you might get a bit worried, and you might start to doubt yourself. You might think like, am I ready? Do I feel good? Do I have pain? Do I not have pain? And because of that, you might start just kind of doing too many little small things just to test yourself. Am I good? Am I? And that will lead to you not performing as well during the tournament. But if you are, you know, kind of confident, if you know from experience what works, what doesn't work, then you can just trust yourself and just do the best thing. So basically, my advice is to listen to your own body and just kind of be confident. If you find some good exercise which works for you, also just be confident and trust. You know, I have a very special training system where I don't necessarily lift heavy things in a very dynamic way. If I do something heavy, it's always static. And you know, I trust the system. I trust that it will keep me healthy. And I have from experience, I felt that it still made me stronger. So I'm not gonna watch too many videos on the internet, and I'm not gonna start doing something super dangerous, heavy dynamic bullshit, you know, just because somebody else is doing. And I think that all of that relates kind of to confidence. You have to be confident in what you think works. So, yeah, now feeling pretty confident, not really having any problems, healthy. I think Daniil Ustinov is in trouble. And he will, of course, be, yeah, well, let's see. I will, yeah, today is Monday. I'm leaving on Thursday. Still a couple of days at work, and then we will travel to Switzerland. Should be an easy trip. And see you guys in Switzerland, I guess. Once again, buy the pay-per-view now so you don't have to look for it 5 minutes before the stream starts. And I will link it in the description. Ciao.